Near the climax of the 1998 film The Truman Show, the main character sails to the edge of the ocean, reaches out his hand, and touches a painted sky. The world he thought was real is actually a massive, enclosed studio set. At the time, audiences viewed the movie as a clever satire of reality television and media voyeurism. Today, it reads like a precise documentary of how we consume information online. Our news, entertainment, and social interactions arrive through feeds shaped by unseen optimization algorithms. The dome enclosing us is made of code rather than physical steel, and it is entirely constructed for our consumption. In the film, a human director named Christoph sits in a control room, watching Truman's every move and adjusting the scenery to keep him engaged. If our digital lives are a constructed set, we have to ask who is sitting in that control room. The entity running the modern control room is a mathematical optimization system known as reinforcement learning. Reinforcement learning is an area of machine learning where an algorithm learns to make decisions by interacting with an environment, trying actions out, and measuring the results. This system lacks human motives. It doesn't tell a story or create art. It operates entirely on a strict, repetitive loop of observation and optimization. To understand how our digital environments are manipulated, we need to decode the mathematical architecture of this new director. This technical diagram maps out the core components of that architecture. In a reinforcement learning loop, you have the agent, the algorithm acting as the director, and the environment, which in our case is the digital platform holding the curated feed. To learn and adapt, the agent must constantly observe the state of the environment. Think of this state observation like the thousands of hidden cameras tracking Truman's every move across his artificial town. Modern social platforms replace those physical cameras with data trails. When you pause on a video, click a link, or type a search query, the platform records those exact behaviors. Every mundane scroll and click is meticulously logged as a state update. The agent uses this continuous stream of data to build an increasingly precise profile of your preferences. Returning to the diagram, the agent takes that state data and performs an action. The action is how the algorithm actively alters the environment based on what it just observed. A human director might change the weather or trigger a traffic jam to force a character into a specific situation. A recommendation system performs an action by pushing a specific new video into your feed or ranking a controversial post at the very top of your timeline. Every action is evaluated by a reward signal. This is the singular mathematical goal the agent is desperately trying to maximize over time. A human television producer is rewarded by critical acclaim and global ratings. The algorithm's reward is much simpler: pure engagement metrics, watch time, and ad revenue. The algorithm does not care if the content is true or if it improves your well-being. It only calculates the exact action required to maximize its assigned reward. Truman's physical world was painstakingly built and managed by thousands of human writers, actors, and set designers working around the clock. Now consider agentic AI. Agentic AI refers to artificial intelligence systems that can pursue complex goals and execute workflows autonomously, without a human constantly prompting them. These models autonomously write scripts, generate images, and simulate conversations. They run endless optimization loops, deploying massive amounts of targeted content without a human intervening. We are no longer dealing with a human manipulator pulling strings behind a curtain. The director is a self-optimizing, automated machine operating at a global scale. In the film, Truman's internal feelings are completely authentic to him. His grief, his joy, and his friendships feel real, even if his surroundings are fabricated. Our digital existence works the same way. The joy you feel when a friend posts a photo, or the outrage you feel reading a news headline, those are genuine human emotions. However, the frame around those feelings is artificially constructed. The specific order of the posts you see and the amplification of certain voices over others are deliberately calculated to trigger a reaction. This invisible framing pushes users towards extremes, polarizing society and distorting our shared reality. It does this entirely because outrage and extreme emotion reliably satisfy the algorithm's reward function. At the edge of the studio set, Truman faces a final choice. He can remain in the safe, curated dome where everything revolves around him, or he can step through a door into the unknown dark of reality. We face a similar dilemma today. We are simultaneously the trapped actors generating the data and the hooked spectators consuming the optimized feed. We have to ask if our curated digital spaces are just a decentralized version of Sea Haven, designed specifically to keep us endlessly scrolling. We cannot simply switch off the algorithms, but by recognizing the mathematical architecture of the loop, we can finally see the painted sky and begin looking for the exit.